Very good afternoon to you, Sudhir Khot, sir. We are extremely glad, elated, and happy to find some of your valuable time on this grand episode of Your Network is Your Net Worth. So, first thing first, how are you doing, Sudhir, sir?
I'm great, and thank you, Lochan, for inviting me to this particular platform. I just love talking to you, the
Right.
energy which you're doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So, to put a quick context as to why really I wanted to have you for this podcast. So, what I really believe in is that in life, we need to have three sort of relations if we talk
Mhm.
about the age group point of view, sir, right? So, the first
Right.
relation can be a few people who are slightly younger than you, maybe 2, 3 years younger than you, whom you can mentor. Then there can be
Mm.
second set of people who are of your equal age, where you share the problems, share the difficulties, and grow together, right? And third, and
Right.
the most important part, the kind of people you need to be in touch with are your mentors. So, who have
Yeah.
seen life a lot, who have gone through things a lot. That's why I wanted an expert person like yourself. So, let me introduce you to all your viewers today. Mr. Sudhir Khot sir is a successful entrepreneur himself. He is an educator and he is also an investor. So he has touched around 3 lakh people in terms of free sessions on financial fitness, and he is running a community where he has around 7,000 plus paid members and 1,500 financial plannings is what he has already done to help people embark on the journey of financial freedom. Did I get that right, sir?
Yes, Lochan. Thank you so much for this beautiful introduction.
Fantastic. So to begin with, I really want to not waste any time and start with a quick rapid fire. All right. So you can just keep it a yes or no or a number. Okay. So the
Sure, sure,
first
sure.
question to you is, what is really the right age to start investing?
First salary or first income you are generating.
Fantastic. Next is, if you want to rate the importance of networking to create your net worth. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is the lowest, how much importance would you give it?
10.
Oh, that is the amount of importance for networking. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Top three books on your mind which you would ask the youth to really read to if they are serious about wealth creation.
Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Mr. T. Harv Eker. And you can take any of the Jack Canfield book.
Okay, okay. So they are really
Yes,
relevant in today's date, you mean?
yes,
Fantastic,
yes.
fantastic. Do you buy a rent? Do you buy a home or do you rent a home given the today's inflation rates and the bank interests?
So this cannot be a rapid fire question. This is completely different altogether. As far as me is concerned, everybody must have this own home.
Right,
Point number one.
right.
And second flat or second home is a liability.
Correct, correct. Sure. So we will discuss about this in the further
Yes.
interview. Coming to the next point is when you are trying to save the money, what is the right number you would say that a person requires, let's say approximately at the age of 45, if he wants to call himself financially free? So what's a good net worth to have?
See, that depends upon what type of lifestyle he is living now.
Right.
So you just cannot define ki I want to retire at the age 45 with certain crores of rupees of money. No, it's not that.
Correct.
Lifestyle depends. Lifestyle varies from places to places, people to people. So this is there's no specific like defined number कि इतना हो जाएगा तो इतना सब कुछ हो जाएगा. No,
Right.
it's not that. You
Right.
have to work on
Right.
all the factors. I think we'll discuss
Right.
in the
Right. So
latest.
it is subjective. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
क्या क्या करना है.
Okay, so one interesting fact about you, which I want to bring out to our viewers, is that you are also an avid mountain climber, right?
Yeah.
If I got that right. So to give you a quick anecdote, so I'm a fan of this movie called as Laksh. So it was starring Hrithik Roshan and Preeti Zinta, right? So there is that
Yeah.
instance in that movie when he's trying to jump off from one cliff to another to get to the top of the mountain, right? While doing that, you obviously need resources like the ropes, the carabiners, and the things like that. So, sir,
Yes.
you have been a great support system. You have helped people trek through those tough times and understand how to reach to the financial freedom level. So, my real
Yeah.
question to you is 80% of the people today are trying to be financially successful, but they are failing. That's the staggering number. So, why do you
Absolutely.
think is that the case, sir, and your thoughts on it?
That's very correct, Lotion. Everybody on this earth want to make a lot more money in their life. 80% fail to reach the desired level. Why? This is a question to be asked by each and every person. सबने ये question खुद को समझना चाहिए. I'll take it a little bit longer here. A very, very important aspect. Each of your viewers to understand this.
Sure.
अगर आपको पैसा बहुत कमाना है तो सबसे पहले you need to understand what exactly money is all about. अगर मैं किसी को पूछता हूँ पैसा क्या है तो बोलते हैं कि नहीं पैसा इट्स अ मोड ऑफ एक्सचेंज है, पावर है, एनर्जी है, ब्ला ब्ला, दुनिया भर के सब कुछ चीज बोलते हैं, लेकिन दे नेवर एवर से कि मनी इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ एक्शंस यू टेक इन योर लाइफ। बिकॉज आप काम करते हो तो पैसा मिलता है,
ट्रू,
नौकरी करते हो तो पैसा मिलता है, किसी चीज किसी के लोगों के लाइफ में वैल्यू ऐड करते हो तो पैसा मिलता है। अब ये काम करने के लिए आपको कुछ एक्शन लेना पड़ेगा।
करेक्ट,
एक्शन आपके नॉलेज तक सीमित होता है।
ओके,
नॉलेज दो प्रकार के होते हैं, एक तो होता है टेक्निकल नॉलेज और दूसरा होता है पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट।
ओके,
The surprise of every person who is watching this episode right now, personal development contributes to 95% of their success. तो अभी सोचते होंगे कि यार मैंने एजुकेशन क्यों लिया, राइट? So what is personal development? Personal development is not Armani suit and 50,000 का board. It's not about how you look.
करेक्ट,
Personal development is exactly how you think, how you behave, how you act, how you react. When you fail, how you get up. And this is there in the brains here, there in the conscious mind.
करेक्ट सर,
I'll give you an example. There's some event happened in your life, and your entire action depends on the thought process of that particular event, because उसकी वजह से आपकी एक thought process बन जाती है.
करेक्ट,
Let's take an example. मोशन, आपने बचपन में सर जैसे आपने काम चालू कर दिया, कोई एक दोस्त आपके पास आ गया, आपको दोस्त ने बोला कि यार लोचन मुझे 50,000 रुपए दे दे,
करेक्ट,
तो तुमको 8 वापस दे दूंगा। अब लोचन इज अ वेरी गुड गाय, वेरी काइंड, जैसे ही आ गया 50,000 रुपए के निकाल के दे दिए उसको।
करेक्ट,
अब लोचन के लाइफ में एक इवेंट हो गया, एक वन स्मॉल पॉइंट इवेंट हो गया कि मैंने XYZ को पैसे दे दिए।
करेक्ट,
अब वो 8 दिन 8 महीने हो गए, 8 साल हो गए, लोचन के दोस्त ने लोचन को वापस पैसे दिए।
करेक्ट,
तो सेम जो इवेंट बन गया वो नासूर बन गया, वो थॉट प्रोसेस बन गया।
ट्रू,
अभी लोचन मैं आपके पास पैसे मांगने आ जाऊंगा कि लोचन सुन ना, मुझे एक 50,000 की जरूरत है, मैं तुमको 8 दिन में वापस दे दूंगा। विल यू गिव दैट टू मी?
नॉट पॉसिबल,
नॉट पॉसिबल।
Yeah.
तो क्या है कि नाउ योर एक्शन इज गवर्न्ड बाय योर थॉट्स।
करेक्ट,
पहले जैसे मैंने आपको पूछा कि लोचन मुझे 50,000 रुपए दे दे, इमीडिएटली आप डिनायल मोड पे जाते हैं।
ट्रू,
जैसे डिनायल मोड पे जाते, थोड़ी देर के बाद आपको लगता है कि नहीं यार सुधीर को मैं बोलना नहीं चाहिए था, तो यू स्टार्ट डूइंग अ ब्लेम गेम, यार उसने ऐसे किया, उसने ऐसे किया।
करेक्ट,
अब ब्लेम गेम थोड़ी देर के बाद खत्म हो जाता है, देन यू ट्राई टू जस्टिफाई योर सिचुएशन, हाउ यू वर राइट।
बराबर,
And all of you understand this very carefully. The moment you try to justify your situation, everything gets stopped there.
करेक्ट,
अगर सही एक्शन लेना है तो you have to take 100% responsibility of whatever actions you take in your life. और तभी तो जाके आपका नॉलेज को लेके आप लोगों की लाइफ में वैल्यू आता है, तब जाके पैसे मिलते हैं। पैसे ऐसे नहीं, सबको लगता है यार मेरे को बहुत पैसे कमा रहे, ऐसा नहीं मिलता पैसा। पैसा मिलता है जब लोगों की लाइफ में आप वैल्यू क्रिएट करते हैं, और वैल्यू के बदले में आपको पैसा।
एग्जैक्टली,
यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, अगर सही में सभी को पैसा कमाना है तो यू जस्ट नॉट नीड टू सी कि मैं कितना टाइम दे रहा हूँ, आस्क अ क्वेश्चन, मैं कितनी वैल्यू क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ।
very true. Nicely put sir, because there is the psychology I think behind it जिसकी आप बात कर रहे हैं कि firstly you need to have that attitude. Correct, fantastic. Psychology of money and success. So that is the root of it all, and very well put sir कि before we really get into financial planning and all of the technicalities, firstly the attitude needs to be set right. So that was my takeaway from your answer. Now when we are talking about setting the ecosystem right, we are talking about setting the mindset of money making right. So it starts at the schooling level, right? As an entrepreneur myself, as a startup enthusiast, what I have personally felt, and many of the viewers and many of my fellow startup owners will reverberate to that, is that in the schooling system we are maybe really not taught how to manage money. So your thoughts on that, please.
You're saying we are not really taught anything about money. उससे ज्यादा ना हमारे दिमाग के ऊपर पैसे के हमारे बहुत सारे नेगेटिव नकारात्मक चीजें यहाँ पे भर देते हैं, which is directly impacting us.
I would love to delve into that कि what are the myths about money. आपने बहुत एक सही point I think touch किया है कि what are those cultural myths and what are the wrong things that we've been taught, sir. It's very important.
So there are a lot of cultural myths like money is root cause of all evils in life. पैसा बनाने के लिए पैसा ही बनता है. There are a lot of things. But मैं आपको ये बताता हूँ कि in reality में हमारे लाइफ में स्कूलिंग की वजह से इम्पैक्ट कैसे होता है.
Okay, sure.
Say I'll just take you one very simple story of life. स्कूल में हो,
Correct.
आपके साथ 50 बच्चे हैं, right? and teacher calls Lochan. Lochan, come on, tell me what is the capital of India? And Lochan stands and says, Bangalore, madam. What happened?
I'll be
You
a
laughed,
laughing
right?
stock, yeah.
You laughed, other people laughed,
Correct.
and then you get humiliated,
Exactly.
right? But the teacher is very kind-hearted.
Correct.
She or he wants to make sure that Lochan is always right,
Correct.
because एग्जामिनेशन के लिए हमको ये प्रिपेयर किया जाता है कि देयर इज ओनली वन आंसर एंड वन आंसर यू हैव टू बी राइट.
True.
वी बिकम मिस्टर राइट पर्सन, राइट. अभी जाके द स्टोरी डजंट एंड हियर.
Hmm.
जस्ट मेक श्योर कि लोचन रिमेंबर्स दिल्ली इज द कैपिटल ऑफ इंडिया. टीचर आस्क्स यू टू राइट दैट 10 times 20 times and also punishes you for not answering right.
Rote memorization. Correct.
No, this doesn't happen only with Lochan. This happens with every person in the group.
Very true.
So what is the key takeaway? What is the registration here? What is the registration here? Never ever ask questions, right?
Yeah.
What is the
It
registration here?
discourages you.
Never ever answer anything.
And always be
Right.
right. It's necessary to
And
be
all-
right.
Now just take these three major lessons which
Correct.
we take from school
Correct.
and we go into the real world.
True.
What happens when you started your business, right?
Exactly.
You are a startup.
Exactly.
You are entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Is it possible for you, Lochan, to be always right?
Impossible, sir.
Impossible, right? So we have learned, grown up with that particular Mr. Right attitude,
Correct.
and many of the people always feel that I am right and they don't look at the another option at all.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then they stuck there, and that's why they fail.
Right. Sir, the kind of sorry, please go ahead. Yeah.
And people who doesn't want to ask, they don't like feedback.
Exactly.
Well, they think, no, it's not that. No, asking questions is not my cup of tea. No, it's not possible. So they remain there and they say, मैंने तुम्हारे लिए बनाया ना, ये सही है. And then people run into this entire world with the same thought process, knowingly, unknowingly, register on the mind,
Exactly.
and 90 people remain mediocre and remain broke.
Fantastic. So while you were explaining this point, which you brought out so wonderfully, what I could understand from your body language is the amount of passion which you have for this particular subject, and that brings me to my next question. That there must have been a pivot, there must have been a point where you felt that innate urge that this is what people require and this is what you want to deliver. So in the trajectory of your career, what was that point where you really felt that pinch that okay, this is what I can do best and this is what I want to deliver?
There are two stories to it.
Sure.
Say I'm MBA from Sydney Ministry of Management, working with various companies.
Okay.
When I came back from Dubai, I started on my own.
Okay.
बहुत पैसा लेके आया था,
Okay.
लेकिन दिमाग पुराना था.
Acha.
And I started on my own. First year I started Rural Reach and then Total Business Solutions and another company. मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है.
Right.
कहीं ना कहीं तो पैसा मिल जाएगा. But I was not following the rules.
Correct.
Result 2003 December, I really thought, I'm not making any money and I have lost everything.
Correct.
3 months I delved down into understanding what exactly happened. I got a book called as Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Fantastic.
That book clearly gave me an indication that there is a solution for every problem within you.
Correct.
Now you have to start thinking where is that particular problem.
True.
So हमने deep dive करना चालू कर दिया and then started understanding it's not about my technical knowledge. I didn't manage my money properly. It's the first story. First
Right.
story.
Okay.
So I need to understand what exactly this money management is all about. Nobody
Correct.
teaches about this, right?
Correct. True.
पैसा आता है, पैसा जाता है, पैसा आगे आने वाला है, and we end up into doing that.
True.
So I started understanding then to understand more on it. When I started looking around me, so I thought I saw almost 70-80% people on the same boat.
Right.
Business तो मुझे करना ही था.
Correct.
नौकरी में वापस जाना नहीं था. मैंने बोला कि यार this is an area which is very 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 neglected. जो भी है completely unauthorized scale में चलता है and this needs to be taken care of. So वो बोलता ना ईगो को क्रश करके डब्बे में डाल के MBA को ऐसे डिग्री लेगा के कहीं और डाल के I joined Tata AIG, then Tata AIG Life Insurance Company Limited as an insurance agent.
So it takes quite a lot of courage to be able to do that. I can feel what you're trying to say. When you come from that white collar background and you want to get into maybe the insurance segment, so it's not an easy decision to make. I'll agree to that.
Yeah, but I wanted to understand everything right from the basics.
Fantastic.
Right. And then I joined Tata AIG. then उसके बाद तो मैंने पढ़ाई करना चालू कर दी.
Okay.
And as an MBA, I did it in a very different way. I started going to various software companies, Saka Investment, Economic Time, Big Book Forum. Then I realized one very, very, very weird pattern.
Correct.
Say, for example, if I go to a software company, everybody is earning 60,000, 70,000, 1 lakh rupees a month.
Correct.
That time also. And I used to deliver a session. And I used to deliver a session with invitation, 100 people booking their name, queue करके सब लोग आते थे. And I used to show everything about financial planning. And ultimately मैं बोलता कि आप में से कितने लोगों को financial planning करना है, raise your hand. सब लोग हाथ raise करते थे. बोले यार इन सबका फाइनेंशियल प्लान में कब कर पाऊंगा,
कब कर पाएंगे.
राइट. मन में खुशी होती थी शुरुआत में. लेकिन द फर्स्ट डे से लेकर फोर्थ और फिफ्थ डे हार्डली 1 or 2% पीपल कम एंड पे मनी जैसे कि सुधीर द मनी एंड डू द फाइनेंशियल प्लान.
करेक्ट.
तो पहले तो इट वाज वेरी गुड. काम बहुत था, पैसे बहुत आ रहे थे, राइट. आई वाज एडिंग अ लॉट ऑफ वैल्यू टू पीपल. देन आई रियलाइज्ड कि आई एम गिविंग माय 100% टू 100 पीपल. व्हाई ओनली 2 people are coming?
Correct.
Then came a book called as Secrets of the Millionaire Mind in my life.
Wow, that's a wonderful book. Correct.
Then I realized it's not about money, it's about psychology around money.
Correct.
Which is holding them back from taking this entire action, and that is where a word called as financial fitness took birth.
Great. because that book, I think I have read most of the parts of it, so it's a beautiful journey where it talks about the whole psychology and the narrative behind having again that attitude and that seriousness.
Yes.
Because when people pay you for that financial planning, it really says that they have that serious commitment to do that. And yeah, nothing
Yes.
comes for free. If you want a serious advice and if you're looking at something really authentic, then there's a lot of effort which goes in, and it will
Correct.
come with some premium. Perfect. So that is the point where you pivoted to this particular area of work and you are mastering at it. So brilliant. Great lot of people are really benefiting out of that. Now again, when you're talking to a person in my age group, right now I am 31. So between 20 to 30s, we are not all that aware, we are not all that mature. Maybe that maturity age has gone down a bit today. We can say after 25, 26, people are taking good, big financial decisions and they are, really serious about their money. But in this particular age group, let's say from 25 to even 35 or 40, there is always a debate between our own mind, between saving and spending for some lifestyle. There's always that debate if we should save for the future, yeah, we should spend for the present, and that is always a tough call to take. So do you have a thumb rule for that as to this is the saving number and after that you should not think, because some decisions are emotional, some are practical, so it's tough to strike balance. So your thoughts on that?
Great. So I'll start answering this question with an event which happened in everybody's life 4 years back, which is called as lockdown.
Lockdown, yeah.
सभी व्यूअर्स को मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, लॉकडाउन में बहुत सारे लोगों की सैलरी 50% पे आ गई.
Correct.
Did they survive?
They did.
They did. 3 लोगों की सैलरी बंद हो गई. Did they survive?
They did. They found ways.
They did. कितने लोगों की सैलरी 25% से कम हो गई? They also survived, right? Which comes down to a clear-cut conclusion that how much money you will have, if you have a ways to spend it, it will go on spending it.
Right.
So, a small tip of advice for every person who is watching this: clearly define a certain percentage. I call that as in pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first. Okay.
Pay yourself first. Now, जैसे आपके हाथ में पैसे आ जाते हैं, if you are a businessman, entrepreneur,
Correct.
money comes into your account or your profit comes into your account, whatever it is.
Correct.
Make sure you define 20%, 10%, 5%, 1% is not my money. That is, pay yourself first.
True.
Now, that money is not there for your expenses.
Okay. Okay.
That money is there only for a long-term investment. So this pay yourself first slowly will start creating a solid rock bed of investment for you.
Correct.
Because in future, whenever you will have any kind of an opportunity, you will have this money with you. Answering the first one, like that I should live life now. Correct. or save, right? So अगर मान लीजिए 10% बाजू में निकाल के रखे तो 90% if you blow up, then it's fine with you.
Correct.
Not a problem.
Right.
But if we don't do anything,
that is the problem. That is the problem.
That is the problem. If you don't do anything, then you never know what is there tomorrow.
Very true. So you
never
mean to
know
say that
what
you have to have a margin, maybe 10%, 20%, but once you have designed that, then you should live up to it.
absolutely.
Okay, fantastic, super.
ऐसा खुद को बोलो कि सैलरी कम हो गई, पैसा कम आ गया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? We
that,
live,
that's
right?
that's the best way to look at it. और फिर जो बाकी का पैसा है, then you are the king. You need to decide what needs to be done with
Yes.
it. Fantastic.
And one thing, when you plan for it, na,
Correct.
then whenever you're spending something on yourself, there's no anxiety. You
Right.
enjoy that event.
Exactly. So you are
मान
very
लीजिए
clear that yeah, I have taken care of basics, and then you can go ahead with the rest. Fantastic.
Sure.
Super.
Yeah.
On that very note, when we are talking, this is something about personal finance, and there is something obviously called as the business finance, right? So when we are trying to run our business and make that successful, so what really startles me is that there have been a lot of examples in the business world. To name a few, let's say the Baiju story. Okay, so whatever opinion we might have of that startup, so reaching to the level where they did, it was not easy. They took maybe some right decisions, some wrong decisions, and there are many such stories, success stories and failure stories. But what I am not ready to accept, Sudhir sir, in today's scenario is that we have technology like the AI, we have the chat GPT, we have a lot of tech, we have solid formulations. So is there not a way that for the startups and for the business owners, we have some sort of a health card? Because often chartered accountants do provide some sort of a health card at some premium, but should that not become something which the tally packages deliver on themselves, or something that the ERPs deliver on themselves, that you have a very clear trajectory as to what is going wrong, where is it going wrong, how can we make technology more accessible, and what is your overall say on the use of AI going forward in personal finance as well?
Okay, great question. But before I answer this major big question, I would like to tell you one thing very clearly. There's nobody in this world can change you except you, and you also cannot change anybody else.
That is true.
So कितना भी ऐप आ जाए, कितना भी AI आ जाए, कितने भी fancy tools आ जाए,
True.
if you are not ready to implement those in your life,
Correct.
then nothing happens.
If you are not wired like that, it is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the simplest of the activity, which looks very easy to be implemented in the morning,
Correct.
becomes very difficult around 6 o'clock. Right?
Right.
जैसे कि मैं आज रात को सोचता कि नहीं कल ना मैं एक्सरसाइज के लिए जाऊंगा.
Correct.
जैसे हम उठते हैं तो माइंड हमारा वायर्ड ऐसे हो जाता है कि नहीं आज नहीं कल जाओ, आज बहुत धूप है. So this is very crucial because the basics of business finance, basics of everything remains same.
Correct.
Whatever pay yourself I told you about for a personal finance, it's same applicable to your business finance.
Correct.
अगर आप debt management की बात करते, same applicable to your business finance.
Right.
So first you need to understand the basics of it, get wired here very clearly, ki what exactly you need to do, where you want to go, why you want to go, why you want to do this activity.
Correct.
Then you don't need a very hi-fi
Applications, right.
During my financial fitness intensive, I clearly tell them, अब वो चोपड़ी लेके आओ ना, चोपड़ी income expense.
Correct.
चोपड़ी भले ही तुम्हारे पास बहुत कुछ लिखने के लिए नहीं है, तो लिखो यहाँ पे आज मैंने क्या क्या किया, किधर किधर गया, किधर किधर खर्चा किया. That's the major. People are not doing that. So why are you looking for various applications?
Exactly.
Not needed at all.
Just do your
Not
basic
needed.
math, correct? Will take care of
Basic
it.
math.
Correct. Fantastic.
And because of this new technology coming in, GPays and everything, the spending pattern has become very weird for many people.
Exactly. Great. So that makes a lot of sense that how much ever peak you reach in your business career, if you are wired correctly as to how you want to manage your money, I think rest of the resources you will figure out. Right. And when we are talking about figuring out these resources, so I am very grateful that I could find someone like you because of the very own networking platform that I'm working on. So when we talk about finding the right people, it is often said in the entrepreneurial world that the founders are often, it's a solo journey in the beginning. You don't have access to many people, but finding someone like you early on in our lives, finding the right mentors early on in our lives is very, very important. So in terms of networking, in terms of people coming together, finding the right resources and doing the right things. So like you also answered in your rapid fire, you gave it a 10 on 10 and you said that yes, networking does play a key role in the happening of that. So coming forward, do you give weightage to technology? Do you give weightage to networking as a financial trainer, that you need to connect to the right people? And on that note, whoever have been your students, they have been able to network with you. So could you throw us one or two success stories as to how it really helped them, and how is networking in financial life really helping you?
Great question. The major outcome I try to get out of entire financial fitness intensive is to imbibe an idea of leveraging and creating a win-win-win-win business model.
Okay.
Again, that boils down to school.
Mm-hmm.
बचपन में हमको सिखाया जाता है कि इससे कॉपी नहीं करना है.
Correct.
Right, you have to do everything on your own, but real life is not like this.
Okay.
If I don't collaborate with you, then it is not possible.
Not possible.
Right?
Correct.
So in my life, there are a lot of collaborations. I believe in collaborations. I
Correct.
believe in networking. I
Exactly.
believe in leveraging.
Fantastic. Correct.
Because there are few people who are coming up together. Me and Dr. Bhagyesh and Mr. Jagdish are coming together and creating a program called as Wealth and Wellness.
Okay.
Because wellness is very important, wealth is also very important.
True.
One kind of leverage.
Correct.
There's something called as financial fitness cash flow community where I have created a win-win business model with Mr. Jagdish.
Okay.
Right? Because he is mastered into options and trading.
Okay.
Very shortly, we are creating another collaboration with my team of certified financial planners, Anand and everybody, because that particular activity is completely different.
Okay.
Now, if we create a different, proper collaborative entity, then what happens is that everybody is master in their own activity.
Correct.
I repeat, everybody is master in their own activity, and that activity has been taken care by experts itself.
Perfect.
हर जगह पे मुंह मारने की जरूरत नहीं है.
So it's a win-win situation for all in that case when you try to collaborate and win. Fantastic. So that was an insightful take when we are trying to build up the financial regimen. When we are trying to build this particular thing, so we all, let's say maybe around 10, 20, 30% of the Indians right now are very, very conscious about their health. Okay. So in fact, in our age group, we fancy a lot about the physical or personal trainers. Correct. So when we go to the gym, we do not just get a membership of the gym, but we also like a personal trainer because that helps us put our routine in much more discipline. So the concept of financial personal trainer, has it already kicked in? Are people already doing it? Is there a clear-cut need that more people should, have a personal financial trainer and then go ahead in life?
Correct. There is a lot of need of a financial coach, financial trainer, financial mentor.
Right.
पर प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि सबको लगता है मैं मेरे पैसे का नियोजन मैं खुद ही कर सकता हूँ. They are not ready to pay for it because they cannot see any kind of an materialistic benefit.
Direct benefit.
But I can tell you, if anybody goes and hires certified financial planner, then he will work on your investments.
Correct.
अगर आपने गलत इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है तो expert can understand this is not a right investment, it will go down.
True.
Right. For example, for one of my clients, Anand, my team certified financial planner, he reallocated everything.
Okay.
And by the time he reallocated and rearranged the entire portfolio, the portfolio grew by almost 15 lakh rupees.
Wow. Okay.
That's the power. Because they are expert into it.
Correct.
Certified financial planners are very clear on the taxation part.
Correct.
They are very clear on debt management part.
Right.
Like for example, if you are a businessman,
correct,
and if you are holding a cash credit,
okay,
and if you're not using the cash credit of 2 crore rupees, then you are just working for bank to pay them 30 lakh rupees a year. So you need to reallocate this. अगर ये सब पैसा बचाने के लिए थोड़ा पैसा अगर एज अ तोहफी के तौर पे किसी फाइनेंशियल प्लानर को देते हैं,
करेक्ट,
तो सक्षम है,
रिवॉर्ड रेशियो काफी ज्यादा होगा.
तो रिवॉर्ड रेशियो काफी, जो लोगों को समझता नहीं, पीपल ऑलवेज नहीं इतना क्यों देना, ये तो इजी है, and these people become penny wise pound foolish.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just going to come to that. When we talk about penny wise pound foolish, so does it also happen that we really want to show how rich we are, and in that process we end up becoming poor? So many people they get stuck in the glamour trap of it maybe. So do you see that happening, that we want to show how wealthy we are rather than just being wealthy?
Correct. वो होता है ना proverb, fake till you make it.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
But that proverb has a different context.
It has a different context, yeah.
Like what that proverb says, if you really want to say, for example, uh, I have a strong desire to have a financial fitness intensive workshop in December of 500 plus participants.
Correct.
So I have to fake my mind. If I
Hmm.
fake my mind, yes, this is happening.
Yeah.
Well, while we met, I've told you many times, we are doing a session for 1,100 people on 25th of August,
On
right?
25th of August.
कुछ
Great.
देर पहले हमारा एक मीडिया के साथ मीटिंग में मैंने बोला कि नहीं नहीं 300 लोगों का सेशन हम नवंबर में अक्टूबर में करने ही वाले हैं.
Correct.
जैसे ये 1100 लोगों का सेशन हमारा सक्सेसफुल होता है, सेम विल रिपीट इन मुंबई, सेम विल रिपीट इन पुणे itself. So I'm faking my mind and telling
So
my
that is
mind,
more
yes,
like visualization, right?
but people take this in a different
In a
way
different
also.
context. And fake it till you make it के चक्कर में sometimes the basics मतलब they get lost.
Basic को छोड़ ही दे, दूसरों को क्या अच्छा लगता है उसको प्रूव करने के लिए दे go for a fancy car, fancy shoes. अगर जिसका सैलरी 50,000 रुपए, वो 1.5 लाख का मोबाइल लेता है, i10, i15 जो भी है,
Exactly.
and then he keeps on paying an EMI for that.
True. So the
एक
ratios
टाइम
have to be maintained. Very true.
हाँ, एक टाइम आ जाता है उसकी सैलरी से ज्यादा उसका ईएमआई होता है, then he goes in for a credit card, एक क्रेडिट कार्ड दूसरा कर नहीं, gets into that political loop and never ever comes out unless कहीं ना कहीं आपको बेच के उसको खत्म नहीं करने करेंगे, तब तक उससे बाहर नहीं निकल पाते.
Exactly.
So critically make it is good,
Correct,
but
correct.
on a visualization part,
Right, right.
but लेकिन आज की दुनिया, आज whatever we are seeing is that दूसरों को दिखाने के लिए हम बहुत कुछ करते हैं. This is not good.
Correct. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So I think that is what the trap is like sometimes.
That is like everything that glitters is not gold. Like I'll give an example.
Hmm.
Very long back when I was my financially very bad situation में 2003 2004, एक आदमी ने ऐसे गाड़ी ले ली, तो मैंने दोस्त को कहा गाड़ी ले लिया उसने.
Correct.
उसने बोला गाड़ी को मत देख, गाड़ी कैसे लिया वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. वो सिर्फ गाड़ी के लोन नहीं, बाकी और 10 लोन भरता है वो, and every month and he's strapped for cash, he's just running here and there to pay the EMIs.
Exactly.
So that life is not good.
Exactly. So it's going to just stress you out more and put into that situation. And when we talk about stress, when we talk about anxiety, so there's one very important point which I want to bring up in this discussion, sir, about the mental health. So my understanding or a general understanding is, of course, that it's like a egg and chicken relation when we talk about the mental health and money. So you want more money so that you'll be peaceful, and it's vice versa, right? So that triangle is something tough to come out of. So when that going gets tough, everything is rosy. If I have good paycheck, you tell me, Lochan, 20% you invest over here, 40% you do this, and rest of it you can spend. So it's all rosy when I have a great paycheck. But when the going gets tough, how do you really jump from one mountain to another, and how do you come out of that trap, and how do you become successful? What is your quick thought on that?
Yeah. See, when going gets tough, for example, salary get reduced, no salary, the life becomes tough because you don't have anything with you.
Correct.
Exactly. Right. So this is for this you need to understand what all things you have done in past.
Correct.
See, one thing I always keep on telling in all of my seminars, your life is an exact replication of your thought process. Right?
True.
आज का जो सिचुएशन है वो exactly is a result of actions you have taken earlier.
Perfect.
So if you are in a trap right now, there's no other choice but to sit and silently understand what's the problem and start rectifying that particular problem.
Face the problem and correct the problem. Correct.
Because unless until you face the problem, take 100% responsibility of that particular problem,
Exactly.
will not find a solution.
True.
Nobody in this world can solve your problem.
So if you live in that denial mode, then you're going to get even lost.
Worst part.
Exactly.
First part, denial mode, blaming mode, justification mode.
Correct.
But then you're not talking about yourself, you're talking about somebody else.
You're just excusing things and moving forward.
First point right now.
Correct. Now I feel like the journey is quite complete. So it was very important that you put a perspective. So from a third person point of view, from a novice point of view, if let's say you spoke about the 25th August session which you are doing of 1100 people, that is what you just now mentioned, sir. So as a novice person who does not really know big deals about money management, what are the quick 2-3 takeaways? Like, I was just curious to understand, what do you ideally expect from such sort of an event?
Okay. See, most people face two types of cycle.
Okay.
एक vicious cycle and there's a virtuous cycle, right?
Right.
Unless until you are happy, you will not make more money,
True.
right? If you are not healthy, you'll not be able to act very properly.
Correct.
If you act properly, if you're not managing the money properly, then again you go back to the stage one or the square one.
Correct.
So, if you really want to make sure that you want to have or achieve the fullest potential of your life,
Mm-hmm.
first major important criteria is that you need to work on your health.
True.
You need to really understand what your health is all about your body, your alkalinity, the food you take it. Because इतने साल से जो basic से basics को हम लोगों ने छोड़ के हम we are trying to do something else, right?
Correct.
Basic important points Dr. Bhagesh will explain in such a powerful way.
Right.
He has been able to reverse diabetes and blood pressure of more than thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Correct.
So he will get into that particular activity.
Yeah, you brought out
And
a
then,
very important point, sir. Correct. Correct.
and once you have that health right,
Mm-hmm.
you need to automatically your mindset will start working in positive way.
Right. So
And once you have
yeah.
the right mindset, we'll have right wealth programs coming.
Correct. Because what you said just now makes a lot of sense. Because today we have the Instagram, we have Facebook, we have YouTube. There are so many finfluencers. And all what we were doing in COVID maybe was trying to gain so much knowledge that we could not handle. तो हम इतने आगे चले गए हैं कि maybe people have started to understand, how really to invest in share market and how to do all those numbers and how to put up Excel sheets. But in this process, sometimes there is a slight need to maybe reawaken ourselves with the roots of the whole story to get things right. And maybe that is the kind of things which we can expect from the program which you're talking about. Fantastic.
For all, I want to add one thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like for all of the things, financial fitness, intensive हो, wealth and wellness हो,
Correct.
वो बोलते हैं ना कि बेसिक में प्रॉब्लम है.
Right. बहुत
Basic
ज़्यादा
एक
रॉकेट
बार
साइंस की जरूरत नहीं है. Correct.
बेसिक एक बार डिफाइन हो गया और उसमें सुधार आ गया ना तो लाइफ विल चेंज.
Life will change. Life will
Financial fitness centers will work on the basics of mindset. Wealth and wellness will work on basics of your health, body, and mind,
Great.
which will help you to take your own decisions and
Fantastic.
take your life to the next level.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Now, on the quick concluding note, I have just one or two questions which I really want to ask you. So, the thing which I really want to highlight is that is my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong. तो हमने हर टीवी के ऐड में ये देखा है सर कि म्यूचुअल फंड्स सही हैं. Agreed. Right, so we keep on investing, and the way we are marketed is that you need to invest in mutual funds for a longer run, which completely makes sense because it really compounds your money, is what I have understood at my amateur level. But what I have not understood is that no one tells you कि म्यूचुअल फंड से कब एग्जिट लेना चाहिए, बिकॉज माई प्राइमरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज दैट द मोर यू कीप ऑन इन्वेस्टिंग एनी म्यूचुअल फंड, द ब्रोकर थ्रू विच यू हैव इन्वेस्टेड, तो हिज AUM, asset under management, that is going to keep on going up, right? But then there is a point where maybe some mutual fund is not going to work for you, so we do not have that sort of guidance, ki when to exit from a mutual fund. So don't you think even that is necessary, and the broker might really never promote you to exit out of a particular fund? Is that the case?
That's why you have to come down to a certified financial planner.
Okay.
That's why you have to come down to understand what exactly these products are all about.
Okay.
See, Goshen, you are an engineer, right?
Correct.
And one thing we all must agree. Money, paisa is not an ultimate solution.
True.
Right? Money is not everything. Lekin, when you have money, that can unlock the opportunities, various opportunities in life.
Correct.
So is it not important for you to learn and understand what mutual fund is all about?
Very true. That is obviously important.
It's not important for you to understand how real estate behaves.
Exactly.
That is not eating you entire 50% of the time.
Correct.
That is eating you just 1 or 2% of the time. But if you give that, then you'll be able to understand what your broker is doing.
Perfect.
We at Financial Fitness, my team is very crystal clear on your goals.
True.
The example which we told some time back, there was a portfolio of 1.75 crore rupees. Entering equities 18 months back, there was some quick movement going on. Quick movement going on the market.
Okay.
And my financial planners, team certified financial planners of Financial Fitness realized there's some problem in the market.
Okay.
They shifted everything from equity to debt fund.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We waited for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
The market started improving. Again, he invested everything in this particular bargain of 3 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
The portfolio grew by around 15 to 18 lakh rupees.
Wow.
Now, nobody will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Only you
Correct.
have to go and get it done from Saksham certified financial planners.
Correct. So the trainer has to be right to, guide you and mentor you through all the meandering of this journey. Fantastic.
There
Great.
are two different aspects like agent and financial planner.
Correct.
Two
Correct.
different
Two
aspects
different
altogether.
aspects. Two different
You need
aspects.
to be aware of it. और उसके लिए आपको ये समझना है कि यार ये है क्या.
Exactly, ये क्या है? Correct. And the last question I would say is that when we just talk about digital currency, so do you have any quick, thoughts on that? Where is it going? How is it going? Should you look forward to it?
See, uh, like rupee digital currency, there are a lot of digital currency going
Right,
on.
right.
But overall, are people handling money now?
Correct.
I mean, when is the last time you've seen 500 ka note?
Just not there. It's all on Google Pay.
It's all on Google. It's all on GPay. It's all on PhonePe. It's all directly now UPI or mobile to mobile. I have not issued check for very long time now.
Correct, correct. So you mean
Right.
to say the
So
digital currency will be successful, it will kick in, and you need to look at it like normal money.
there are two different aspects. When we talk about this is a digital mode of payment.
Right.
What you're talking about digital currency.
Yeah.
For example, I get 1 lakh rupees of a digital currency and then I have a different wallet altogether.
Hmm.
I really don't have much idea on that. But
Okay.
whatever you are doing right now is a digital currency itself. Like
Exactly.
money moving from one account to another with a fraction of a second, and 1 lakh goes from my account to Lochan's account.
Perfect, perfect,
And
perfect.
Lochan immediately transfer 10 to different accounts. So your account is zero. And then
Correct.
10 लोगों के पास 10,000. It's a quick, very fast right now.
Right, right, right.
It's
That's
going to stay because of the technology. If you understand and apply this technology in a systematic and a powerful way,
correct.
then definitely that can be a boon for us. If you don't apply, then it can go reverse also.
Fantastic, fantastic. So that was a wonderful discussion with you, Sudhir sir. So the attempt, the passion, and our energy behind the Netpal app, as our tagline says, that your network is your net worth. So it was
Yes.
really wonderful to have your thoughts about how your network catapults into net worth and the various concepts and myths around money. So I'm sure it would have been a great journey for our viewers to see this particular thing. And on the concluding note, I just want to ask you that your quick opinion about the kind of concept that we are working on, where we are trying to bring up people like you, we are trying to connect resourceful people across various networks. So if in one line, if I could talk about what we are trying to do, is have all different networks on one single platform and completely revolutionize your way of networking. So that really helps businessmen to exchange leads, to grow their wealth, because that is where all their business income sources can come from. So that's the concept which we are working on. So how did you like the app? How did you like the concept? And what are your thoughts on us?
Concept is good. App UI is also very powerful. One thing I liked most important is that when networking सब लोग पैसा बनाने के लिए आते हैं,
Correct, correct.
lead poach करने के लिए आते हैं.
Exactly.
But what I felt is that here in this particular application Netpal, I'm able to understand who is an expert in his own field. अगर मुझे और भी कुछ चाहिए, for example,
Correct.
say I want to go for an automation, I want to go for some kind of a digital thing,
Right.
then I have an access to that particular person,
Exactly.
so that I use his knowledge, technology, create a win-win thing,
Correct.
and leverage each other.
Exactly.
That is also very much possible.
Exactly.
So whatever various other platforms which I have gone through,
Correct.
very self-centered, very what you can say, specialization based, but access is very 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 limited.
Correct.
But here are open to all, and सिर्फ
you.
आपको देखना है
Right.
कि where are my gaps
Exactly.
and how to fill this gap, what kind of an access I have to create.
Perfect.
And I think if you search on Netpal, then definitely you will have an opportunity to have that access also.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for your kind words, sir. So I would honestly request all our viewers to please like, share, and subscribe our channels. And if you have some key takeaways, please reach out to Sudhir sir as well. He's doing a fantastic event which is coming on 25th of August. So please look forward to all the updates on his YouTube channel and ours as well. And hope you had a lot of fun. Thank you, Sudhir sir, for your valuable time, for your insights, and we look
Thank you,
forward to
Roshan,
learning
for
from
that
you.
time. Thank you so for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Sir. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.